Whew, it's going to be a full work day in Mike's Wonderland. And I don't have to go far to get to it. It's just downstairs. So here we go. I was over at the other side there for a while since the last clip, doing the compounding and waxing. Came up pretty sweet. Oh, except that's getting out of the way. The back is really good. The back of the headstock, front of the headstock, ooh, glossy. I don't like putting the covers on over the truss rod anyway. So that'll stay off, and everything else turned out nice. Frets are done. I still need to oil the board. Of course, you know, glue in a nut and all that stuff. I have cleaned up the nut and got it ready for installation. So there's my nice new white nut. And can we get a good, yeah, there. So it's cut nice, not deep like the other one. And I believe it's going to have the right height. And so now I'm going to go and take these brand new push-pull pots that just arrived from my friends at Amazon. I'm going to put them in the volume controls. I am going to keep the pots that came with the tone. And the other thing I wanted to mention here is that yesterday an idea got my mind that when I got this and I was saying, oh, this knob here was like crooked, and it was the pot that was in crooked. It's because when they routed out the back of this thing, they left kind of a hump. They left a bit of a hump down here. See where that white wood is? I sanded that last night with a 180 on the end of one of my dowel sticks to try to even it out. And it got some of it down quite a bit. Now the other side, which is still lower, which will still make the pot sit crooked, I'm going to try something at the other bench. I am going to put some resin in there, and I'm going to shoot it with my ultraviolet light. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna put some resin here in the opposite side, shoot it with my ultraviolet light to try to level it out to make the pot sit straight coming up through the top. So that's going to be another little trick, but all that stuff's at bench 2. You won't see me do any of the electrics or any of that stuff because I've done it all before. It's just boring, I'm sure. If anybody wants to see any of that stuff, go back and look at some of the other videos where I've done that. Plenty of opportunities to go and see. So that will reduce the length of the overall series. I got my new Music Lily post today for Ocean Blue. It doesn't have the tulip tops on it. It has quite large, wide knobs, which I like. They're kind of like the ones on my Firefly 335. Can't remember what brand I put on there, but so these are 15:1, and they have a really good gear ratio on them. And of course, what I'm going to do is prepare them before mounting with the synthetic grease injected into the gearing mechanisms, which I have here. Which I need a little bit more grease, I think, in my tube, but we'll see. I had just enough grease in my syringe to lubricate the gears. They went on very nicely. I like that look of those knobs. Yes. So we are ready for mounting of strings tomorrow, because it's a late night, and we'll go from there. I ended up having to, oh, damn, I ended up having to replace the switch in the pocket, in the cavity there. I was going to keep the box switch, but then none of my white tips that I wanted to put on it worked. They were the wrong size, 3.5 millimeters, and the switch was a 3 millimeter thread. So I had to change it to the standard Gibson style blades. The pickups are in. Well, this is a sample of the white knobs that are going to go on there. I'm waiting for two more Vanson pickups, 57s, and we've got the splits done, and okay, everything's ready for final assembly tomorrow. We'll cover that up for the night, and we'll go from there. And here we are, jumping to the end. So I have received all of the parts. They're all now installed. New clear pick guard, and everything is in fully functional order. Nicely installed. So this is the nut. I'm going to show you a close-up picture. The picture on the top is what it came in like, and then the picture on the bottom is what is now on the guitar. Much better. I did get the roller bridge in there with a pretty good height on it. I've still got adjustment area to be able to go down on it, but yeah, the action is super duper. Alrighty. The only thing that's left to do is plug in the 57s, Vanson 57s, and give them a rip off to the amp. Well, here we are, plugged in, ready to go. So we're all up, no splits, and there's no booster pedals or anything on my pedal board. It's just straight as usual. And the bridge. Middle. The neck output is definitely more voluminous than the original pickups that were in here. Now the original pickups that were in here were a little brighter than the green, which are still original, and these Vansons are a little brighter than the original Ocean Blue. These Vansons are not like, you know, high output metal pickups. They're 57s, right? 57 was like they're coming out of you know, a 50s rock and roll, moving towards the 60s rock and roll and surf music. So these were not like high output, but they're good enough in that they have a really good clarity to them. Single coil on the bridge. Come on, up. And it sounds single. Let's go single on the neck. Let's go full. Single. got a frailing in there that didn't let it go down too far, and I found that the tone from this one I like. It's friendly to my ear. So we played on the comparison between the two guitars, the green and the blue, in original condition, and this was the clip for the original pickups. Okay, and let's go with these pickups, and here we go. So, I'm happier with these pickups in it. They're more conducive to taking the signal modificators and, you know, pushing it out there and getting it done. That's the compressor. Vintage overdrive. Just a little boost. And here's the distortion US Dream. Yuck! I hate that. It's nice though when you want to do some try that. It's good for that. So we have come to the end of the Ocean Blue. Everything's working absolutely perfectly. Couldn't ask for a better neck setup on it. And it's now the Cat's Meow IYV. IYV, I made it better. Alright, thanks for all the support. Appreciate you watching. Catch you all in the next one.